Hey guys, Extermicide here with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare Best Class Setup Guide. This is a series where I share with you the absolute best setup for various guns without all the fluff and over-the-top information that you don't really care about. I may not be the first to get the info out there, but I can promise you I've done my research. But keep in mind that these are my viewpoints and maybe you will and maybe you won't agree or disagree with them. And that's fine. I won't be getting overly technical by supplying statistics in these guides. Every time Modern Warfare receives a new patch and a weapon gets buffed or nerfed, those numbers change. So I'm not going to waste my time and yours giving you information that is going to end up being inaccurate in about a month's time. With all that out of the way, let's get started. So in today's best setup, we are talking about the 1911 pistol. Essentially, the 1911 is the same gun as the X16, but with a slower rate of fire, a little bit more range, and only 7 shots in the mag before attachments. It has the same damage as both the X16 and the M19. This pistol will be a 2-shot headshot kill and a 3 to 4 shots anywhere else on the body. Considering that the pistol only has 7 shots in the mag, you will only get about 2 kills, 3 if all are headshots, before having to reload. There are only 14 shots in the reserve, so you'll only get to reload twice, and reload time is quite fast for this pistol. By far, the limited ammo is the biggest weakness of the 1911, which we will correct in this loadout. I mentioned earlier that this pistol has a slower rate of fire than the X16, which makes it the 3rd slowest pistol in the game, but this is also something we will fix in this loadout. Another drawback to this pistol is its slow bullet velocity, and you may find yourself missing shots at medium to long ranges even though you have the perfectly lined up shot in your sights. This is something else we will try to fix with the loadout. The 1911 does very well in close quarters combat. When hip firing, this pistol actually does better than both the .357 Magnum and the .50 GS Desert Eagle, which is surprising. And when aiming down sights, I was able to get this pistol to have pinpoint accuracy. Overall, this is a decent pistol to use in core gameplay and even in Warzone, but there are better options out there. This setup improves upon the 1911's accuracy, range, and fire rate, taking small hits to mobility and control. So with that said, let's take a look at my go-to loadout for this particular pistol. Alright, so let's jump right into this. First we're going to head over to muzzle. And we're going to select the monolithic suppressor. This is going to increase our damage range, but more importantly, it's going to keep our shots from showing up on the radar while in Warzone. Then we're going to head over to barrel, and we're going to select the .45 match grade. This is going to increase our damage range, our bullet velocity, and our recoil control, everything that this gun needs. Then we're going to hop over to laser, and we're going to keep it very minimalistic. We're going to go with a 1 milliwatt laser, which will increase our hip fire accuracy. Then we're going to hop down to trigger action, and like with any pistol, we're going to want to go with the lightweight trigger to increase the fire rate. And finally, to round everything off, we're going to want to go with the ammunition, and we're going to go with the 15 round mags for increased ammo. So that's it. The only thing this gun needs now is the perfect loadout. So before we get to the loadout, it should be noted that with this particular loadout, I'm going to be using the 6 perk system, which you use by activating the specialist perk. To do that on PC, I'm using PC, but I'm sure it's pretty similar to console, so figure it out if you're on console. But to do that, from your main weapon setup, select perk, and you'll see right up at the top there it says R to activate specialist. I'm going to press R. I'm sure it's going to be a different key for console, and then boom, you can select your 6 different perks. So what 6 perks do I use? Well, let's find out in the loadout. Okay, so here's the deal. I was on the fence on whether or not to include the loadout that I use when leveling this gun up, but I kind of knew that if I didn't include it, someone was going to ask for it, so here it is. Now, keep in mind that this is only an example loadout, a suggested loadout, that worked well for my playstyle and my strengths. This may not necessarily be a best fit for you. Only you know what your playstyle is like and where your strengths lie. With that said, I strongly urge everyone to modify this example loadout to best suit your own gameplay style and strengths. The loadout overall is a personal thing, so make it personal to your own playstyle. And that brings us to our question of the day. Okay. Alrighty. So let me know your answer in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. And with that said, if anything in the video helped you out at all, then please throw the video a like. And if you want to see other videos by me, throw me a sub. Anyways, until next time, be good to one another. Extermicide out.